With millions and millions and millions of videos available on YouTube to show you how to trade, why do you think traders are still failing to become successful through this? Well, in today's video, I'm going to take you through some of the mistakes that a lot of traders make and how you can avoid it to make sure that you don't fall into that same trap there as well. If you are new here, a sub would be appreciated as I provide valuable educational content on a daily basis. If you do enjoy the content, please do consider smashing that thumbs up button there as well. Now, guys, throughout my 11 years of trading, if there's one thing that I've learned is that the skill is probably one of the least important things that you need to worry about. Now, why do I say that? Remember, skill is available for free all over YouTube. You can get any courses that you want nowadays for free. Trading has got more to do with the psychological part behind it as opposed to the skill itself, because people are still failing to trade and learn how to trade even with all the knowledge that is available at their disposal. And nobody takes a break and say, you know what, let me try and investigate myself to understand what it is exactly that I'm struggling with. And the thing is, I don't blame people also, because nobody out there talks about trading psychology. The only thing that you see is someone pulling up with a new BMW, someone posting in front of their house, someone posting blue screens, but nobody tells you what the actual psychology behind trading takes place, the emotions that you need to go through. Because remember, in order for me to make you believe I can trade, I only need to post you a blue screen, and whether it's a demo or not. Nowadays, brokers, they invest in people with a high following count. Whether this person can trade or not, whether this person know anything about the market, they don't really care. The only thing they care about is the exposure. So what they do is that they would give this influencer an account, and that where he's able to make some adjustments to the account, make it seem as if it's a live account, then post a massive profit roll, and guess what happens? You fall for it. And then what happens is you take your own money, deposit it, and now you sit there having to deal with the emotion of what you were misled by. Now, in today's video, I'm going to give you some information. Firstly, all educational information you can find on my YouTube channel out there. Everything is for free. Secondly, I'm going to teach you about the most important things and elements that you need to focus on first. Now, if I could go back 10 years in time, and I could probably something that I should have not done in the first place, and that was basically to invest, trying to understand, trying to find the best strategy. If I can change one thing about that, I would probably not focus on chasing the strategy. I just wanted the golden, just get the best strategy. If I knew that trading was more about risk management, money management, trading psychology, and dealing with your emotions, because if you cannot manage your emotions, your money is going to run away with you. And you can have the best skill, but if you cannot control your emotions, you cannot manage your money. It's like people who's got the best jobs out there, but yet they still struggle to make ends meet when it gets at home, because they're over debted or they've seen so much debt. And that is basically what trading works. And we're gonna go work through some of the mistakes that traders make, and I'll give you some I'll give you some of my thoughts there as well. Now, the first thing that you want to focus on, very important, okay, is money management and risk management. Now, there's a lot of risk management tools that you can use. Now, as a general rule of thumb, I always advise people to go with a 1 to 3 risk to reward, right? The reason why I say this is because you would be risking 1% to make 3%. Now, let's assume you take 10 trades, right? Remember, if you take 10 trades, you lose 7 trades. That means you'd be down 7%. If you win 3 trades, then that means you would be up 9%. Sorry about that. 9%, and you would be up plus 2%, right? And a lot of people don't understand this. If you ask a lot of people on, that trades or who claims to be a trader, if you ask them, what was your percentage gain, they'll give you a story here, they'll give you a story there. And that is the most frustrating part, is people, you look at some accounts where people assume that they have deposited at 1,000 rand, or maybe 1,500, or even 750 rand, and they flip that to 25,000, 26,000, and people like you fall for that, thinking you can also do it. But I can tell you now, with real account balances, you would never be able to go through with those lot sizes. I see some people posting a 300k loss, a 500k win, just so that people can think that those are their accounts. No, it's called MT4 management, and you have to be very careful when you fall for these things, because trading is a lot more to do than a blue screen, a red screen. the psychological part behind it again is the most important thing. What I would advise you to do is go focus on how money management work and risk management. Now, in the free Telegram group that I have on Telegram, there's a book that I purchased from eBay. It's called The Mental Game of Trading. That book is, it's the best thing that has ever happened to me. I encourage you guys to go through there. People are blowing accounts left, right, and center, and they think the next thing they need to do is find the next best mentor that claims they can trade as well. Now, here are some of the mistakes that traders make, and then they convince themselves that that is not how it's supposed to be. Okay, first thing, they have a bad day and then they decide to open more trades to recover the losses. We've all been there. We've all done that. It's basically where you are losing. Maybe at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, you're losing a trade. Then you tell yourself, you know what, I'm done trading for the day. I'm not going to trade anymore. Next thing you know, it's 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and you take out your phone again and you're looking for another opportunity because you need to make back whatever you've lost, as opposed to being disciplined enough to say, you know what, I've taken my 1% loss for the day. I'm done trading. I don't want to be in the market for the rest of the day as well. You have to be conscious of these things that you tell yourself in the moment. Tell yourself that I've lost my, I've reached my cap for the day. I'm not going to go over this. Let me rather just walk away. No, next signal comes through from that million signal groups that you follow and you say, this might be the one. What if they win and I lose and I was not in the trade? What if, and then you go in again and then you lose again. The next, mistake that the traders make out there is that they made a mistake, feel stupid, and they decide to increase the size to recover the loss of that stupid mistake. That is why I say risk to reward is very important. First thing you do is you go in with a 0.05 trade on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ says, we're not going your way today. Unfortunately, you will stick to your day job. Now you lost that trade. Now, because you want to make back the money quick and you want to make more because you see yourself just like some of your favorite traders on Instagram, because you want to be stand on your car and you want to have a good life as well. You say, I'm going to go in there with a 0.10 because this guy made a lot of money and that means I can also make it. Although he's using a demo account, but you won't see through that, right? So you go in there and you go in with a 0.10. Now you've lost 1% plus you've lost 2%. Now you're down 3%. In order to make back 3% plus again, you now have to risk 4% of your account. And that's basically how you start snowballing the effect. Why? Because you lack discipline. So if you think about discipline, you know what it is to be greedy. Is that uitgevriede devil in you and that just want to make a lot of money very quickly. It's like these scammers on Instagram that takes your money and they just don't even know how to trade, take your money, run away with it, and then want to take more and more and more and more. Next mistake, they are in a good winning streak and decide to increase their size because it's a good period. Now, this is the biggest mistake that traders make. They start off with $100 balance, they scale it up to 200. Now, because they're at 200, now they feel, okay, 0.01 is not good enough for me anymore. I'm going to go with 0.02 because why? I've got a higher leverage. I've got more leverage now. Think of it in this way. It's the same as people that just started to work at a job, right? Your starting basic salary is 5,000. You were okay with driving a Toyota Corolla. All of a sudden, you get an increase. Now, what happens now is you now feel like, okay, but this Toyota Corolla is not good enough for me anymore. I want to start driving a BMW. Next thing you know, COVID hits. You get demoted. And now you sit without the car. Same mistake that people make in the market as well. They increase that risk, blow that entire $100 that they've made. Now they're back at square one. Now you want to play it nice and now you want to be nicey again, okay? Stop making that mistake. Make sure that you stay consistent with your risk. Pay yourself $50, $100 when you need to. That kind of boosts the morale, and then you go back to risking your initial 0.01, whatever your starting risk was at first. Next thing, they think that they can sustain a bigger drawdown, so they decide to increase the risk. Now, this can mean many things, right? Because sometimes we see, we maybe buy at support and we see, okay, I have enough money to basically, I've got a $200 in profit, so I'm going to increase my risk. Okay, so instead of putting a 0.01, I'm going to buy 0.02 here, although the although my stop loss, I have to put it a little lower because that's where the previous structure is. And because you have a big head and you think, okay, no problem, I've got money, I don't need to worry, I'm going to go in with 0.10. Next thing you know, you know your drawdown. Sometimes there's slippage in the market, especially during high impact news events, and the market will wipe out your $100 profit and maybe $10 or $15 off your initial starting balance as well. Risk management, ladies and gentlemen, stop falling for these people that make you believe that they can trade. Please, it's easy to start a movement. Very easy to start a movement. Pretend, make like you can trade. And then what do? You post screenshots on Instagram all day. If you're making money, then go make money. If everybody stops providing signals, mentorship, and all of that stuff, right? I can guarantee you'll find your favorite Instagram mentor working at Pick n Pay or Shoprite. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but they'll probably have to go there because they're probably not that educated to go and find a good job as well. Who knows? You know, if a legislation comes in to say that nobody is allowed to provide signals, nobody can do mentorship without meeting the fit and proper requirements of every full FSP, a lot of them won't be able to meet those requirements. They would never be able, never ever be able to do that. Most of them can't trade. So what did I have to do? Next thing you know, hello, you speaking here to the guy from 1 Minute Strategy, and I'm here to sell you short-term insurance. They can't. They have to keep this ball going. They have to come up with new ideas. 1 minute strategy, 2 minute strategy, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute. And they val net aan mekaar vir die kak. And that is why people think, oh, trading doesn't work. Oh, trading. No. Oh, stop going after. Oh, it maybe look like he can do it. Oh, look like he can do it. Oh, looks like he can do it. No, it doesn't work like that. Stop focusing on the skill and focus on these things here as well. Next thing, they say one last time with the risk, then I will stick to the plan. Right? You've made your $200, $300 profit. Now you want to be, boom, again, uitgevreet, and you go, okay, I'm just going to try a 1.10 lot size just once. I just want to see what happens. Maybe this is my big shot. Maybe this is my time to sign. Maybe this is why I can go. And just when you do it, the market says, not today. Not today. Okay, you will remain in poverty, my friend, and then boom, then you start getting blown away to pieces. The best way to follow this is to be conscious of the decision that you make when you're about to make these decisions, right? Next one, they think it can always go down. Now, trust me, I've probably learned this the hard way. If you take a look at gold, for instance, right, you maybe say, okay, gold, it seems like it's been going down for quite some time. This is support, so gold can't go further down. So I'm going to wait for gold to get there, and then I'm going to buy gold till there. And just because you think it cannot go any further down, then gold says, well, guess what? I'm actually going till there. And you know what comes with that? Now, because of that, you say, okay, but gold it must go up, so I'm gonna buy there. It must go up. I'm gonna buy there. It must go up. I'm gonna buy there, and you keep buying at all of these structures. And the next thing you know, you blast your entire account, and you say, "But trading is no scam. Trading is not working for me." Guys, let me give you advice today. Let me give you the best advice that you will ever find. I'm not the biggest influence on Instagram that you're gonna find. I barely have 1,000 followers, well, at least they're real followers, but I barely have 1,000 followers on Instagram. I cannot make, I don't have the outreach that a lot of people has, but one thing I do have is honesty and integrity. I'm never going to mislead people to think that I am a legitimate businessman and that I'm not. I'm not going to mislead people by saying that, Forex trading is easy, because it's not the easiest thing that you can do. But the thing is, in order for the voice to be heard, you need to be well known. I'm not a well-known person. But at the end of the day, the best thing you can do is tell the person next to you, tell the person wherever you are. I was going to pull that. But tell them, trading is never easy. But if you focus on these steps, then I can guarantee you almost that you will be a lot more conscious of the decisions that you make there as well. Let's just go through some of the questions that we have over here. But before we do that, please let me know some of your, if you have anything that you're struggling with, if it's not on this list here as well. First question: hi sir, please check AUD USD. I do not think AUD USD is going up anytime soon. Let's see what's going on here. Oh well, yeah, no, this is when you have a candle with a body to wick like this, then you can expect this candle to be folding. Yeah, I basically just wait for it to go down. I'm currently holding a sell on GU, so that kind of gives me the indication. Duke Nukem says thank you. Hussein, no problem. Nelson, thank you. You're welcome. Marvin, hi. I don't know mentor subs. Can you do a live trading video? I think I answered these questions for you guys. Yeah, so I don't do live trading videos. I do these videos in my own private time. I don't make enough revenue through YouTube, so I don't get paid. I do this in my free time because I want to help a lot of people that wants to get into the market, that there is no easy way. Don't believe everything you see, in fact, don't believe anything you see on Instagram. Trust me, the trading doesn't work like that. Stay away from the scams. That's it. I'm done. Thank you for your time. And as always, cheers for the ears.